All right, for those of you who wonder what we do on our Sunday afternoons, this is part of it, right, kid?
Yeah.
All right, so here we are, and so here's the first question. Why are we here on a Sunday afternoon?
We have a delivery tomorrow.
Right, we have a delivery tomorrow of an absolutely amazing car. So let me just start by telling you a little bit about the car. This is an all-original L71, which means it is the 3x2, that means the 6-pack 427 high-performance 435 horsepower Corvette. Now, what makes this Corvette really amazing? Hello, Callum Smith. Good day from Australia. Man, it's late where you guys are, so thanks for staying up and watching. So I just want you to notice the paint on this car, and that's the reason we're here to talk to you today, because we actually have, I think, a really good reputation for being able to restore paint. I mean, our paint jobs come out just world class, but we've been able to save many paint jobs, whether it's on a Ferrari or a Maserati or a Ford. We've been able to save a number of paint jobs, and the one that I'm pointing to right now as I turn the camera around is actually 50-year-old original paint on a 1967 Corvette, and when the car arrived, the paint was pretty dead. So we've been working on it, and you got to be careful when you're working on 50-year-old lacquer, because on fiberglass material, you can't really measure the depth of the paint, so you never know when you're going to cut through. So we have to be really careful, but I want to show you what we were able to actually bring out of this car. I mean, look at that. Audrey, wait a second. Now, Audrey, just smile at the camera and notice that you can see her reflection in the paint almost as clearly as you see her, and yet you're staring into 50-year-old paint. And you know, when people constantly ask me, you know, how do you do some of the things you do? And it would be an absolute myth to believe that it isn't done with the right materials. So some of the things we use on a car, like this, come from our friends. Well, hang on. See? Now, you all know I love my shirts, so I wear the FantomWorks shirt with pride, but in this case, the Rag Company. And I'm just throwing a shout out to these guys, because if it wasn't for them and some of these amazing microfiber towels that they send us, I mean, we don't order them by the bag or even by the box. We order them by the pallet, because we go through so many of them to keep these cars looking amazing. Now, for those of you who aren't following in the news, this car right here, and this is a Copo ZL1. So hang on, I'm going to pop the hood on this thing. This little ZL1 is coming with us. For anybody who can make it to Puerto Rico, the show is, I believe, the weekend of like the 13th and the 14th of April. I'll be down there with a few people and our new film crew. Oh, and that's another hint for you. We are starting a new series that will be aired with a new network, so stay tuned for that. Hang on, I'm having a heck of a time opening this hood with one hand, because it really is a two-hand job. Hang on, I have to move the camera here. So this is kind of one of those, hello, Rat Richard? Rat? Now, that isn't your God-given name by your mother, is it, Rat? I mean, possibly it is. But, so in any case, look at this thing. And now, we haven't done the cleanup on it yet, so that's why we're here on a Sunday, because the ZL1 is actually getting loaded on the trucks with our new secret project. It is an Aston Martin concept prototype that we are unveiling, what is known as the Plug, in Puerto Rico in 2 weeks. We are not going to share full photographs. We're sharing little hints of what the car looks like. The full unveiling of that car will be at our booth at SEMA this year, and we are teaming up on a booth with the guys from Pour 15, who have unveiled recently their absolute glorious clear coat that is as good as anything we've ever used. and Sada, who without their paint guns we couldn't shoot anything. So please come out and join us and see us at our booth with our Aston Martin concept prototype at SEMA in November. So what you're going to see right now is the ZL1. Now, for those of you who don't know the legend of the ZL1, hello, Reginaldo from Brazil. We are the best. Okay. So, sorry about that. You know, I'm trying to do this with one hand, and I'm not the most coordinated individual in the world, especially when it comes to telephones and smartphones. They're way smarter than I am. So we're going to make it down to South America because I know the following down there is in the millions, and my heart goes out to all of South America because it is absolutely gorgeous. I've been there. My wife and I spent a little bit of time in Buenos Aires, Rio de Janeiro, and can't wait to get back. So stay with us as this week we prepare to get this ZL1 ready to go. And hang on, I'm just going to take you guys for a real quick walk through the shop. Here is a supercharged 63 Corvette that belongs to a man who's become a very good friend of mine. He is originally from Cuba. Another 63 Corvette. This is a mostly a survivor. Belongs to a doctor up north of us here in Virginia. Jensen Interceptor, 54 Ford panel wagon. Look at this, another, only this is one of our creations. You will see that this is, let me see if you can see it. You see back there? Back seats. So this is another one of our 4-seat supercar Corvettes, LS3, aftermarket chassis, C4 suspension, an absolute beast. This is Joe's 72 Chevelle. He came back from Vietnam, bought the car, and has kept it to this day. This is James's 1966 Coronet. The man, we're building this car as a tribute to his wife, who unfortunately passed shortly after gifting him this car. What an amazing tribute to this lady. And we're putting together a largely survivor 66 Coronet. Now, here's an interesting project. It's a 1931 Chevrolet 5-window coupe that belongs to a firefighter up in Northern Virginia. It was his grandfather's car, and we're getting it back on the road for him. A 1950 Ford F1 that is undergoing a massive transformation. 72 Corvette that we're basically just doing a lot of foregone maintenance on. One of my favorite cars in the whole world, and it looks a little dirty right now, but it's a 426 Hemi 71 Challenger. And when you talk about the word beast, beast is the only thing that you can use to describe 71 Challenger with a 426 Hemi, a Dana 60, and an original 4-speed Dodge transmission that in 1976 they upgraded with an overdrive, so it's a 4-speed overdrive, something I didn't know existed until my buddy Ed told me about him. That's Oscar's 1965 Mustang. Little jet helicopter back here that we're trying to get ready to go flying here in the next few weeks. The Stearman project, folks, let me tell you, this is one that's got me excited. 1937, restored right down to every nut, bolt, and widget on it. I mean, the craftsmanship that Pops, and that's what we call him, Pops, has put into this aircraft is just amazing. I mean, look at the detail on that dash, and every single thing is the very same way. There is not a nut or bolt on this thing that Pops hasn't gone through and gotten ready. And I'm personally rather happy with that because it's going to be my ass up in the thing when we start flying it. And I really want it to stay up in the air until I'm ready to land. All right, so here is that car. We talked to you about it before. This is an original Z06. Hello, Tom from Maryland. How are you doing, buddy? Glad you guys are with us today. It's Sunday. Hope you guys all went to church today and we're good. As for me, I need it. Believe me, ask my wife. She'll tell you I need all of it I can get. Here is the hood from that car. Heath has been doing some amazing paint work. Couldn't be more proud of the guy. This is one of those cars that actually belongs, I don't know, somewhere between the history books and irony, because it is an original Z06 car, and this is just a hint at what we're bringing. Yeah, I know it's staying blurry. I'm going fast. That's a hint at what we're bringing to Puerto Rico. Hey, Justin, we're bringing the show back. You will see it on a new network coming up here in a few months. Where is my Brian? Thanks for asking. Yeah, my Apache is actually unfortunately not here right now. By the way, another 63 Corvette. Yeah, we tend to have a real soft spot around here for 63 Corvettes. And I'm going to show you guys something. So just so you don't think that I'm losing my mind, when you go up, you will notice that we even have a 63 Corvette stuck to the walls. So to say that I'm a little bit of a freak about 63 Corvettes would be very, very true. So in any case, look, this all started with me just wanting to say a quick hi and let you guys know that we're still at it. Some of the cars in here are amazing. An old 46 DeSoto. Look at that. How many people do you know would rebuild and restore a 1962 Ford Falcon? There's a 1956 Lincoln Continental. Joe's supercar. Here's a Dodge Charger. I mean, folks, there are so many cars in here that you've never seen on the show. It's amazing. Even to me, when I come in this place and look around, I got to tell you, it's a very exciting feeling just to come into this place and look around. You know, we can only take a small amount of credit for this because, you know, it was the men and women that worked in Detroit and in Italy and in St. Louis on the Corvette assembly line all those years that put together these amazing and majestic cars. And I just feel very, very happy to have had an opportunity to be part of it. And so with that, folks, I'm going to sign off because I actually really do have to get a car ready. And you can see Audrey's over there working while I'm being lazy and screwing off. So yeah, stay tuned, folks. We're going to be releasing a few episodes here in the next, I hope, about 60 days. And then after that, they should be a little bit more often than that. We're going to try and release 1 to 2 episodes a month. And so, folks, thanks for staying with us. And my final send-off to the folks at the Rag Company. You guys rock, and we absolutely love getting the cars ready for shows using your amazing microfibers. Talk to you soon.